Now, like I said, this was an Hkcee question, right? And this was the question I took when I was in Form 5. And the year is 1987, all right? It is, well, it was so long ago. It was before you were born, right? It was a 1987 question, all right? Now, note that this was only Form 5 level when it was 1987. This was supposed to be a Form 5 level. So DSE question should be a little bit harder than this one. All right. Part A, B, C, D, most of them, they are straightforward calculation. So except for part B, which we will see later, right? Part A, B, C, D, most of us get it correct, right? The problem is in part E. Now, part E, in terms of the DSE, is the watershed between level 4 and level 5. If you want to achieve level 5, you have to do this. All right, this is the battleground for level 5. All right, these are for level 4. All right, for level 4, you should be able to finish A, B, C, D. All right, but if you want to have level 5 and beyond, this is part E. Part E is where only 15%, 20% of the people they can do it, and this is a level 5 criteria. All right, so for those who can finish to part E, then you have the ticket to level 5. All right. If you don't, you have to work hard, particularly on the most difficult part, all right, in order to achieve that level 5. All right, so let's look at them one by one. AE is simple, all right? AE will be just SAS cosine formula, isn't it? SAS cosine formula, the red, the green, and the angle. So we have the green line, the red line, and the angle. All right, most of us got it right, so I'll only talk about it very briefly. So the angle is 80. We have the green line is 2, the red line is 3. So it is SAS cosine formula. And we obtain AE, the answer should be 3.304 cm, all right? It should be 3.30397. I keep more digit in order to boost the accuracy for future calculation, all right? So this is the answer I give as AE. But in the future, if I want to use the line AE, I will use all these numbers, all right? If you know how to use the calculator, you can store the value. You can store the value into the register A, B, C, D, E if you know how to use the calculator, right? We'll talk about how to use the calculator when we meet face to face. All right. So this is part A. Now part B. Now part B will be angle DAE, will be this purple angle. All right. This is point DAE. All right. Now to find this purple angle, there are two ways you can do it. You can use sine formula. All right, you can use sine formula that sine theta, let's call it theta, all right? Sine theta divided by 2 will be AE, will be sine 80 degrees divided by AE. You can do this, all right? Now, normally you have to worry about the ambiguous case. Normally you have to worry about the ambiguous case. So we have theta will be 36.59365 degrees, all right? Normally, you have to worry about the ambiguous case that you have 180 minus or 180 minus this, all right? But in this case, you don't have to, you have to reject the extra answer because this one will be, what is this answer? All right? Because this one together with 80 degrees will violate the angle sum of triangle. All right, never mind this answer. This answer is greater than 120. So it violates the angle sum of triangle. All right, that 180 minus 36 something is greater than 120. It cannot be greater than 120 because there is already an 80 degrees there. All right, so that it will violate the angle sum of triangle. So we do not accept this one anyways. All right, so this is the sine formula approach. Now, alternatively, you can use triple S cosine formula. You can use triple S cosine formula. Using triple S cosine formula, it is the same answer, right? So the answer is 36.594 degrees, all right? The more accurate number will be 36.59365, whatever, all right? Using sine formula or triple S cosine formula. My advice is to use triple S cosine formula as always. It's a rule of thumb to use triple S cosine formula to find angle. All right. You may use sine formula, but there is a danger that you have two solutions, or you don't know which one to choose. And there's an even bigger danger from what I observe is that you do not realize that it's a second solution. All right, like some of us showed me doing the homework and the another exercise. Right? You did not realize that is a second answer. If you are lucky, then this is the right answer. All right, then you escape it. If you are unlucky that the right answer is the alternate answer, then you miss it altogether. All right, so avoid using sine formula to find angle at all costs. You can use the sine formula to find length, but not the angle, right? If you can help it, use cosine formula to find the value of angles, all right? So this is part B, right? Quite a lot of us make mistake in part B. Now, part C, there are many methods to do part C, all right? With the theta and the phi, you can use the sine ratio to get this DG, all right? This is the right angle, the length here, all right? You can use DG equals to, it's a sine ratio, right? 3 times sine theta, am I right? You can do it like this, using this right angle triangle. You can have the orange line DG, this is point G, all right? DG will be 3 times sine theta, all right? Or you can use the Heron's formula to get the area. You have the area on one hand using triple S Heron's formula. All right. On the other hand, the area is half AG times AE. We did AE in part A. All right. So there are two ways you can find the length of DG. From my calculation, the length of DG is 1.788. All right. The more accurate answer being 1.7884077 F9. All right. If I have to use this answer in the future. All right. So this is DG. And also we have BD. BD will be this yellow line, all right? BD will be this yellow line. Now this yellow line will be the Pythagoras theorem. We make use of this right angle. So it is 3 square plus 3 square, take the square root, all right? So BD will be the square root of 36. No, the square root of 18. And that BD goes to 4.243. All right, we know it is the square root of 18. All right, if in the future I have to use this yellow line, I will use the square root of 18. All right. Okay. Okay, there's a certain problem with my Wi-Fi connection, I suppose. All right, good. Okay, sorry, my Wi-Fi stopped. It's okay now, I believe, all right? All right. So this is part B, right? Now, finally, part E. Now, let's come to the highlight of this question. Part E. Many of us make mistake in part E. And like I said, this is your ticket to your level 5. This is your ticket to your level 5, all right? So the first question is the where question. Where is this angle? Find the angle between the line BD and the face ABFE. ABFE is the rectangle face here, all right? It's the face at the bottom, at the back. All right, it's the rectangle face. So what is the angle? Where, not what. Where is the angle between the yellow line and the bottom face? All right. So the way to do it is to find the projection. The angle between the line and the plane is the angle between the line and its projection on the plane. All right. So projection goes, we emerge, we have a light. We have a light source, right? Right on top. Now, when I say on top, I discovered my own shortcoming last week. Last week, I kept saying on top, right? On top is not the absolute top, like up here. On top means the light if you have a light source that is perpendicular to the ground, all right? Now, in this part E, the ground is ABGF. This is the ground level. All right, ABGF is the ground level. So the light is not up here. Rather, the light source should be here. All right, then shine the light in this direction to the plane. All right, imagine the plane is the ground level. All right, the light should be on the front, shining onto the ground. All right, when I say the light is on top, it is not the absolute top, it is the relative top. All right, so ABFE is the ground. You have the light shining here. The projection of the line BD goes to the line BG. Right now, that is the $1 million question. That is your level 5. Will be this blue line. All right, this blue line DG. And if you look at this triangle, the blue, yellow, orange triangle, BG will be this line. All right. And then we have the orange line that is perpendicular to it. All right. Now it looks like this is the right angle, but not. This should be the right angle. The right angle should be the one between orange and blue. All right. The right angle should be the one between orange and blue. And then we have the yellow line. I'm sorry, the screen sharing is not showing well. Okay, it's much better now. 加油喎 WiFi， 頂多一陣。個 WiFi 開始唔聽話啦，已經。加油啊！頂多一陣，頂多5分鐘就得啦。All right, this is the required angle. The required angle is angle DBG. All right, this is your level 5. This is where you miss your level 5 or you get your level 5. All right, the angle between the yellow line and the ground is the line here. All right. I suppose I will include another SketchUp. I will post up my SketchUp drawing for this diagram, for this particular question. All right, so that by means of rotation, you know better. Two issues. Number one, why is this right angle? Why is angle G the right angle? All right, first one. Second one, how come this alpha is the angle between the yellow line and the back plane and the ABFE plane, the face, all right? So these 2 questions, I hope if I post up the SketchUp picture, the object, the 3-dimensional picture on the SketchUp, I'll post up on that model. I will draw it after this lesson, right, so that you can better see why this is the right angle and why this is the required angle, all right? So this is the identification where the angle is. It should be angle DBG, all right? And the answer to this one, I'll leave the calculation to you. I'll leave the calculation to you. You can do the calculation on your own, all right, for this angle DBG. My answer is 24.931 degrees. My answer is 24.931 degrees, all right? Okay, so you have some follow-up to do, all right? You have to open my SketchUp. Maybe I'll post it 2 hours later. You have to open my SketchUp and look at this particular yellow line, all right? This line BD, and how do you observe the angle between BD and the plane, what is this plane? ABFE, all right? The face ABFE. And I'll leave the calculation to you. You have to do your own calculation. I guess being a right angle triangle is not difficult to get the trigonometric ratio. All right, I think you have the orange answer, you have the yellow answer, so it's not difficult to get the pink angle. All right. So like I emphasized, part E is the most difficult one, and part E is the ticket to level 5. If you want to achieve level 5, you have to do part E. On the other hand, if you want to do a level 4, then you have to do part A, B, C, and D. These are the basics that will get you a level 4. Okay, so now I guess this is for, we'll do another question next time. like this. All right, we'll do another question. So I hope next time there will be better participation, and I'll give you more time so that you can work on it. But mind you, your speed was quite low, quite slow in this particular question, right? Try to do it faster. Right, in the examination, I always emphasize not just the knowledge, but also the speed and the accuracy. They are important. All right. So some of us managed to get all three components correct today. Some of us fumbled at the accuracy, but most of us fumbled at the speed. All right. You are not quick enough for questions like this. Okay. Okay. So I guess this is it for today. I think I should have scheduled it better so that you know, I wouldn't have spent too much time talking in the first part. All right, so on Friday, we will do something similar, all right? I would run a question like this, taken from the Hkcee paper, and see what are your problems, and then I will develop more based on this one, all right? So stay tuned for the, I will post the video today and also the slides on my iPad, and also I will post the SketchUp diagram, all right, onto Edmodo. So if you want to refer to it, please do. All right, so let's call it a day. Thank you.